loved one in a lifetime. For me, so far, I've been very fortunate to not have lost very many people that have been close to me. Until last summer, I lost one of my very best friends and to a traumatic car accident. It was a really hard time for me, and I was grieving and didn't understand why and how this could be happening. She's so young. When I was looking for a topic to write on for this essay, I wanted to find something that applied to me and my story, as well as that made sense and that could actually help people with the grieving process. And when I came across this article by Dr. Alan Wolfett, a respected author and educator in grief counseling, I was stunned. I couldn't believe that his story and his article applied to me so well in my story. He lists 6 steps on how to make a memorable funeral and a good grieving process for the family and for yourself as well. The first step is acknowledge the reality of the death. For the longest time, I was in denial. I didn't want to believe that Madison had passed and that she wasn't going to make it through this, and she just wasn't going to wake up and be the bubbly, lively Madison that we all know. It was really hard for me to actually accept the fact that she was going to be gone. It took me going up to the hospital and actually saying my goodbyes to her and seeing her family for me to actually acknowledge that this was really happening and that it was real, and the reality of it was that she was going to be gone. The second step is to move toward the pain of the loss. I have always been no emotion showing. I don't like to share my feelings, and growing up around the funeral home, I just watched my parents and saw how they don't show emotion with the families. Of course, they comfort them and are there for them in their time of need, but you don't sit there and sob with them as they're sobbing, because that's not your loved one. You don't know what they're feeling and how close they were to them. So I didn't want to show emotion, but I had to move toward the pain that I was feeling, and it helped me grieve while I was grieving with others, and we sat there and really opened up to each other. The third step is to remember the person who died. Sharing memories is a great thing. It's a great way to make you laugh and make you cry together, and I couldn't be more thankful for the memories that I have with Madison. She was a great girl, and it makes you realize that you were lucky to have so much time with her while she was here. The fourth step is to develop a new self-identity. At first, I had no clue what Dr. Wolfett was even talking about. A self-identity. What does that mean? What am I supposed to develop? I finally figured it out, and I think that it has made me a better person. I see how Madison treated people, and I see how great of a person she was and how many lives she impacted, and I want to be like that. So it develops me a new sense of love and care, and I just want a new self-identity for myself. I want people to say that I impacted their lives and that I could help them out in their time of need. The fifth step is search for meaning. As humans, all we want to know is why. Why did this happen? Why to her? She was full of life. Why did it happen to me? Why am I going through this? And you really just have to find a reason. And it wasn't until months after her passing that I figured out the reason on why she passed. And it was because it helped grow her family's faith. It helped grow my faith. It helped grow everyone's faith and made people realize how important it is to love people and have great friends and to really just be there for other people like she was to them. The last step is to receive ongoing support from others. It is so hard to hold everything in, and all people want to do is love you and support you in this time of need, and you can't shut people out. It's not healthy. It is healthy to grow and let people help you and let people give you hugs and tell you how much they love you and how much they love your loved one and just be there for you. They're trying to be there for support and they want to show their sympathy, and it really is hard when you're going through it. I know it because I was the same way. I didn't want people to help me. I didn't want to show my sympathy, and I just wanted to grieve on my own. But all these steps helped me to realize that that's not how it needs to be done. And now I know that Madison's in a better place, and I know why she was here, and I know that I was so lucky to just be able to know her. Dr. Wolfett has, in his article, he stated that healthy grief means expressing our painful thoughts and feelings, and healthy funerals experiences allow us to do just that. People need good funeral experiences. This is their last time they're saying goodbye to their loved one. This is their final resting point. And without being able to have a good experience and good memories of their loved one that has passed, you don't want that for your families. And being able to give them a good experience and let them have pleasant memories of putting their loved one to rest is just the best thing that you can do to try and help someone out. This article is an amazing article, and it really shows you the meaning to funerals and how to have meaningful funerals, and also how to make it through the grieving process, because everyone goes through it. Thank you for your time.